What if the real danger to our health isn't what we fear the most? A groundbreaking medical study has just revealed the top 5 silent killers affecting the elderly, and they're not what most people expect. If you're over 50, caring for a loved one, or simply want to age wisely, this video might just be a lifesaver. The findings will surprise you and possibly change how you view everyday health habits. We're breaking down each cause, how to spot the warning signs early, and what you can do to protect yourself or someone you love. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed insights and wellness tips. Your health journey starts now. Don't miss a second of this eye-opening report. Lesson 1. Heart disease isn't just a number, it's a lifestyle alarm. Heart disease continues to hold its place as the leading cause of death among the elderly, but what's truly alarming is that most people don't realize they're at risk until it's too late. This isn't just a statistic, it's a call to action. The heart, often romanticized as the symbol of love and life, is also the organ most often overlooked in daily health routines. But it's time to change that. What makes heart disease so dangerous is how silently it develops. You could be feeling fine, going about your day, even doing light exercise, while your arteries are slowly narrowing, blood pressure is silently rising. And your heart is quietly struggling under pressure. Unlike a sudden injury, heart disease often begins with decades of unnoticed wear and tear. That's what makes it so deadly, especially for those over the age of 60. The truth is, many elderly individuals mistake early signs for normal aging. Shortness of breath while walking? That's just getting older, right? Feeling tired more often? Must be low energy. But in reality, these are red flags. And if we're not tuned into our bodies, we might miss them until a heart attack or stroke arrives without warning. So, why is heart disease so prevalent in older adults? As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. Years of consuming high-sodium, high-fat diets can leave behind cholesterol deposits in arteries. Combined with reduced physical activity, weight gain, and sometimes unmanaged stress or undiagnosed diabetes, the heart simply can't keep up. But here's the hopeful part. It's never too late to make heart-smart changes. Modern medical studies show that seniors who adopt even small lifestyle adjustments like a 30-minute daily walk, more fruits and vegetables, or cutting back on processed foods can drastically reduce their heart disease risk. And no, you don't have to run marathons or switch to a raw diet overnight. Sometimes, it's as simple as learning how to read food labels, staying hydrated, or having regular blood pressure checks at home. But there's something deeper here too. Ask yourself this. When was the last time you thought about your heart beyond Valentine's Day? When did you last reflect on how your everyday habits, what you eat, how you sleep, whether you stay active or sit for hours, are affecting the engine that keeps you alive? That question alone could save a life. And we want you to answer it honestly in the comments. Because the more we talk about it, the more we can encourage others to start listening to their own bodies before it's too late. In the end, your heart is not asking for perfection, it's asking for attention. It wants you to move a little more, stress a little less, and feed it something nourishing every now and then. Most importantly, it wants to be heard before it starts crying out in pain. Early attention and consistent care are key to living not just longer, but better. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. In our next lesson, we'll uncover another deadly condition that strikes fast, often with no warning, and what you can do right now to avoid becoming part of the statistics. Stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a life-saving insight. Lesson 2. The silent danger of stroke. Seconds matter. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that half your body won't move. You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled or not at all. In the blink of an eye, your life is changed forever. This is the harsh reality of a stroke, and for millions of elderly people around the world, it comes without warning. Strokes are often referred to as brain attacks, and much like heart attacks, they occur when blood flow is suddenly cut off, this time, to the brain. And while some strokes can be mild, others are catastrophic, leaving a person unable to walk, talk, or even remember their loved ones. But here's the good news: strokes are often preventable. And knowing the early signs can make the difference between recovery and lifelong disability. So why is stroke one of the top 5 causes of death among the elderly? As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile. Years of high blood pressure, smoking, poor diet, or unmanaged diabetes silently take a toll on the circulatory system. Tiny clots or bursts in the brain's blood vessels may be brewing beneath the surface, completely unnoticed until it's too late. One of the most terrifying aspects of strokes is that they often strike fast. In some cases, a person may feel fine in the morning and be in critical condition by noon. That's why every second counts. The faster a stroke is recognized and treated, the better the chances of recovery. The problem? Many people don't recognize the warning signs until it's too late. The acronym FAST can save lives. F, face drooping. Is one side of the face numb or lopsided? Arm weakness. Is one arm drifting downward? S, speech difficulty. Is speech slurred or strange? T, time to call emergency services immediately. Even a temporary stroke-like symptom, called a transient ischemic attack, TIA, should never be ignored. These mini-strokes are often a serious warning that a larger stroke is imminent. Catching these signs early can lead to treatment that prevents disaster. But here's the part most people overlook. Stroke prevention doesn't start in the emergency room, it starts in the kitchen, the bedroom, and during your daily walk. Yes, something as simple as reducing your salt intake, managing stress, getting better sleep, and doing 20 minutes of light exercise can significantly reduce your risk. Now here's the question that might just save your life. If your body were sending you subtle warnings today, would you notice them? It's easy to ignore fatigue, headaches, or blurry vision. But sometimes, these are your body's early alerts. Listen closely. The elderly, and even those in their 50s and 60s, should take these lessons seriously. Regular checkups, staying hydrated, and monitoring blood pressure can go a long way. Knowledge is not just power, it's protection. Strokes may come silently, but your defense against them doesn't have to. Every step you take now, no matter how small, could mean the difference between living independently and needing full-time care. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. In our next lesson, we'll explore another deadly health threat that's all around us, but often overlooked. It might even be hiding in your home right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you're the first to uncover it. Lesson 3. Respiratory illness. The air you breathe could be hurting you. Take a deep breath. Now imagine if something that simple, something you do over 20,000 times a day, suddenly became a struggle. 4 million of elderly people. That's the frightening reality of respiratory illness. It doesn't arrive with the drama of a heart attack or the swiftness of a stroke, but it slowly steals life, one breath at a time. Respiratory illnesses such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, pneumonia, and even chronic bronchitis are among the top causes of death in older adults, and not enough people are talking about it. These conditions don't always start with a cough or wheeze. Sometimes, it's just a little shortness of breath while walking, or needing to rest more often than usual. But over time, that breathlessness turns into a life-altering struggle. The lungs, much like the heart, endure decades of wear and tear. Long-term exposure to air pollution, cigarette smoke, including secondhand smoke, chemical fumes, and even untreated allergies can slowly damage lung tissue. For many elderly individuals, it's not about what they did last year, it's about what they've been exposed to for decades. And the results can be devastating. What's truly concerning is how easily respiratory illnesses go unnoticed in their early stages. An older person who used to walk upstairs with ease may now need to stop midway. And many brush it off as just getting older. But in reality, their lungs could be losing function, and oxygen might not be reaching their brain and organs effectively. Pneumonia, in particular, can be especially dangerous for seniors. What starts as a mild cough can quickly spiral into a serious, even life-threatening infection. The immune system weakens with age, making it harder for the body to fight off illnesses. And because pneumonia can develop rapidly, delays in seeking treatment can have severe consequences. Now, here's something that may surprise you. Your home could be contributing to the problem. Poor indoor air quality caused by mold, dust mites, pet dander, or even household cleaning products can trigger or worsen respiratory conditions. Many elderly people spend most of their time indoors, often in poorly ventilated spaces. This makes it crucial to keep the air inside as clean and healthy as possible. So, what can be done? A lot more than you might think. Installing air purifiers, avoiding chemical-laden sprays, and using natural cleaning alternatives can significantly improve indoor air. Opening windows for ventilation, keeping the home dust-free, and maintaining healthy humidity levels also make a big difference. Prevention is key. Staying up to date with vaccines like the flu shot and pneumonia vaccine is especially important for seniors. Regular exercise, even light walking or breathing exercises, can help keep lungs strong and functioning well. Here's the question we all need to ask ourselves: is the air I'm breathing every day helping me live longer or quietly making me sick? It's a simple question, but the answer could hold the key to protecting your health or that of someone you love. Our lungs don't ask for much, just clean air, a little movement, and some protection from harm. But when we neglect them, they speak up in the worst ways, through gasps, wheezes, and eventually, silence. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. In the next lesson, we'll expose another life-threatening condition that can hide in plain sight, often undetected until it's too late. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let's keep uncovering the truths that matter most to your health and longevity. Lesson 4. Cancer in the elderly, caught too late, too often. When we think about cancer, many imagine an aggressive disease that strikes suddenly and loudly. But for millions of older adults, cancer arrives quietly, developing slowly, with vague symptoms that are often mistaken for signs of aging. That's what makes it so dangerous. Cancer remains one of the top causes of death in the elderly, not just because it's deadly, but because it's often detected too late. As we age, our cells go through countless cycles of growth and repair. Over time, tiny mistakes in this process can accumulate. The body becomes less efficient at fixing these errors, which can lead to abnormal cells multiplying and forming tumors. But here's the real danger: many cancers common in seniors, such as colon, prostate, breast, and lung cancer, develop silently for months or even years. Fatigue, weight loss, changes in appetite, or persistent discomfort are often chalked up to just getting older. But in many cases, these are the earliest warning signs of cancer. The challenge is that most seniors, and even their caregivers, don't recognize these red flags until the cancer is in an advanced stage, making treatment more difficult and outcomes less favorable. Modern medical advancements have made tremendous progress in cancer detection and treatment. But they only work if we use them. Routine screenings like colonoscopies, mammograms, skin checks, and PSA tests for prostate health can catch cancer early when it's most treatable. Yet many seniors skip these tests, either out of fear, cost concerns, or the belief that it won't happen to me. Another often overlooked factor is mindset. Some elderly individuals, especially those who feel isolated or depressed, may downplay their symptoms or delay seeing a doctor. Others may fear receiving bad news and avoid checkups entirely. But the truth is, early detection can mean the difference between life and death. Cancer doesn't discriminate by personality, gender, or even fitness level. You can eat well, stay active, and still face a diagnosis. That's why awareness and proactive care are so critical. And thankfully, there are also many preventative steps that seniors can take to reduce their overall risk. A diet rich in fiber, fruits, and vegetables, staying away from tobacco and alcohol, regular physical activity, and maintaining a healthy weight can significantly reduce the likelihood of cancer. Likewise, limiting exposure to carcinogens like certain household chemicals, processed meats, or prolonged sun exposure can also make a big difference. But the first step in protecting yourself or a loved one is asking this: when was the last time you or someone close to you had a routine cancer screening? It's a powerful question. Because for many, the answer is not recently or worse. Never. And that's where awareness becomes action. It's not about living in fear, it's about living with intention. Catching cancer early can mean a short treatment plan and full recovery instead of years of pain and uncertainty. Every person deserves that chance, and it starts with knowing the signs and never skipping that checkup. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. In our final lesson, we'll explore a health crisis that slowly takes away not your body, but your mind. It's deeply personal, emotionally devastating, and far more common than most people realize. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and stay with us as we reveal the truth behind one of the most heart-wrenching causes of death in the elderly. Lesson 5. Alzheimer's dementia. The mind matters more than you think. Imagine waking up one day and struggling to remember your own children's names, or forgetting where you put your keys 5 minutes ago. For millions of elderly people and their families, This heartbreaking experience is a harsh reality. Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia are among the leading causes of death in older adults, not because they attack the body directly, but because they slowly steal away the mind. What makes Alzheimer's so devastating is how it creeps in unnoticed at first. Early signs like occasional forgetfulness, difficulty finding words, or confusion about time and place are often dismissed as normal aging. But they are far from normal. These symptoms signal changes happening deep within the brain, changes that worsen over time and eventually affect every part of daily life. Scientists have discovered that Alzheimer's involves a buildup of harmful proteins in the brain, which damage nerve cells and disrupt communication between them. This process can begin years before symptoms even appear. Unfortunately, there is no cure yet. But that doesn't mean there is no hope. Research shows that early detection and proactive care can slow the progression and improve quality of life. Cognitive exercises, social engagement, a healthy diet, and physical activity all play vital roles in protecting brain health. Plus, managing other health conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and depression can reduce risk or delay onset. One of the most important questions to ask yourself is, are you doing enough to protect your brain as you age? This question is not just for those who already experience memory problems. It's for everyone. Because the brain is the command center of your entire body, and caring for it is just as important as caring for your heart or lungs. Many people don't realize that lifestyle choices made even in midlife can influence brain health decades later. Eating nutrient-rich foods like leafy greens, nuts, and berries, staying physically active, maintaining strong social connections, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol can all help keep your mind sharp. Families and caregivers also need support and education. Understanding the emotional toll dementia takes on both patients and loved ones is crucial. Patience, compassion, and communication techniques can make a world of difference in managing daily challenges. Sadly, Alzheimer's often leads to other health problems that contribute to death, such as infections or malnutrition, as individuals lose the ability to care for themselves. That's why early planning and medical support are essential. So here's the thought-provoking question again. What daily habits are you building today that your brain will thank you for tomorrow? Reflecting on this can inspire small but meaningful changes that add up over time. The journey through Alzheimer's and dementia is tough, but knowledge and awareness empower us to face it head-on. By staying informed, seeking early diagnosis, and embracing brain-healthy habits, you can improve your chances of aging with dignity and independence. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. This completes our important series on the top causes of death in the elderly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing health insights designed to help you and your loved ones live longer, healthier lives. Conclusion. Thank you for joining us on this important journey through the top causes of death in the elderly. If you found even a little value in this video, whether it opened your eyes, inspired you to take action, or helped you understand these health risks better, we'd love to hear from you. Your feedback not only motivates us but also helps others in the community learn and stay informed. So please, take a moment to share your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content that empowers you and your loved ones to live healthier, happier lives. Your voice matters. Let's start a conversation that can save lives.